Back at it again. IOU Redemption Podcast. Big speaker.
Hey, and your boy G White. Let's get into it. Hey, so hey dude, I done had a day. How was your day today, bro? because I want to hear somebody else's day. I've been going 100 miles and I just slowed down. How your day went today?
Today, woke up, did 5 miles.
I like that.
I'm 30 in for the week, by the way. Well, I did 10 on Mother's Day, so then 5, then 3, then 5. Counted it up. Anyway, took AJ lunch today. Then went back, took Ari lunch. Went to pick up the RV, put that in the driveway. Came back. Then I had to get them off the bus because that took that long of a time. And then yeah, just running around back and forth from that instance. That's far less than what you about to talk about, I assume.
No, I asked how you do today. Like how your day go. You told me what you did today. That's two different questions.
That's how I do what I do. I mean,
hey, no, that was a good. Hey, no, you had a good.
I guess
day.
I did. I guess I was doing well. I mean, I was.
Hey, what people don't know is
really.
don't know is you got like 50 of the same cups. Like 50 of that same cup. That's not the same cup. That's a different cup. It's like 50 of them same cups in this house.
I do got a lot of them.
Hey,
I got a lot of them.
Hey, man. But you know,
Astros. I go to the Astros game a lot.
So yeah, you keep the cups. You got to keep them. You pay for them. You know, right. Them ain't the ones you leave on the. Them ain't no styrofoam cups or nothing like that. Nah.
No. No.
Hey, nah. So, you know,
just what you got, man?
No, I'm just saying. Let's. I'm looking forward to the topic. To be honest with you, and I kind of, get off on the IOU moment, but I'm looking forward to it, y'all. We're gonna be going over Dream Chasers today, which is the episode we dropped on Monday, dissecting a few things about it, and just kind of having a conversation on, the term itself, how it was coined, and how it hit our community and what it means to us. And we're looking forward to getting into that. But before we get into it, we gotta bring you, like we do always, the IOU moments. So
yeah,
I'm gonna let
what you got for them.
Oh, I'll go. Yeah. So my IOU moment today kind of coincides with a small part of my day today, but I feel like people need to know this. Play with people who are playing with you. Play with people who playing with you. So I'm dead serious when I say this, though. It sounds funny, but I'm serious. It's like we living in crazy times. We living in very crazy times. So let me tell you about my situation. But this ain't the first situation I run into. Is people just feel like they can say whatever they want to say. I was on my way to a meeting, right? Earlier today, I stopped at a McDonald's to use the restroom. I'm walking into the the McDonald's, and I hop out my truck because I drove my truck, not my company vehicle today. And my truck, because I'm a Freemason, my truck got Masonic stuff on it, right? Front license plates, all that stuff. Okay. I'm walking into the thing. This guy that's standing outside, he just felt entitled to tell me his opinion about masonry. He tried to he's like, hey, man, you in the Illuminati. It sounds crazy. Look, I'm like, and I told you, I'll tell you, my sense of humor don't wake up to about 10. My sense of humor. I can get up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but my sense of humor don't come to, so I don't find it funny. You know what I mean? One, you speaking on something I'm a part of, and you speaking in a negative light, and you don't know what you're talking about. But it's okay. I think he thought he found, like, I don't know what he thought he found. I had, tie on, GQ like I be, in a professional setting. And all I did was stop and look at him. You know what I mean? Just stop, get quiet. And, I kept it moving. Then I come back outside, and he say, God bless you, man. Have a good day. I say, that's all you had to say from jump. God bless you too. You know what I'm saying? I got in my truck and left. What I'm saying is, there's a million thoughts that went through my head when he said something to me. One, this is for a lot of people, though. we live in crazy times, y'all. People are killing people, people hurting people, people shooting people. It don't matter with age, it don't matter neighborhood, it don't matter kids, older people. People got problems. Play with people who playing with you. Him talking to me, and I wasn't talking to him at all because he feel like it's his American right to just say whatever he wants to say. Could have worked out very bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's funny, but it ain't, because there's a lot of situations where I've been places and I'm like, why are you talking to? I don't talk to strangers. Like, I don't put my opinion on people, right? You kind of get what I'm saying? Like, I don't just mess with people. I don't pick at people. I don't try to enforce rules that's not mine, laws that's not mine. I leave people alone. I keep to me, my family, myself. You get what I mean? And I just felt like that guy. And I've been in situations where other people have put themselves in position because they playing with people that's not playing with them. If I wasn't so level-headed, if I didn't take that minute to think about, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe if you would have ran into another Mason, maybe if you would have ran to another person, it would have been different for you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
That's like it reminds me of when people, they know, like I have like Christian, like a cross on my necklace, pendant, or my bracelet, and then they'll be like, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas, or they'll say something that is very it's an insult. Because
you lending your opinion, man. That's entitlement. You putting yourself. That's risky business, bro. That's
an insult. It's an insult. You understand what I'm saying? Because that you're telling me right now you're not a Mason, and since you are, and this is the reason why I'm not a Mason, you'll say, "Hey, you're in the Illuminati." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's an insult. So
like,
that's
what?
why I said that.
Right, because you sit on YouTube like everybody else and you misspeak like everybody else, but I don't have time to give you a lesson. I got to go get to the money. And I also don't got time to knock the Mario coins out of you either, because I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying? But if you run around like that, somebody's going to tighten you up. You get what I'm saying? And then you end it with a God bless you. Bro, just say that. God bless you too. You get what I mean? Like, the other part,
he didn't get the reaction that out of you that he wanted.
Right. But he's seeing that look, though. Look, bro, I'm talking about, I looked at him for like 30 seconds. That's a long look. Like, I'm just like, and then I just walked in. That throw people off when you don't give them the reaction that they expected, because they like, wait a second here. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you're not going to argue with me. You're not going to go back and forth with me. You're not going to give me. But you get what I mean? That's why he like, man, let me leave it with a God bless you. Yeah. That look is, I'll be like, I was sitting there like, man, this dude here. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. My sense of humor don't wake up for about another hour and a half, dog. Like, so that's that, man. Play with people who play with you. What you got for them, bro?
My IOU moment is this. Some of y'all may know I said this earlier. Success attracts opposition.
The ops.
That's my new phrase. I might be putting that on shirts. I might be putting that on. That's everything, because it's so true. The moment you start succeeding, getting real success, it's just like the ops just come for you. All of a sudden, it's what you can't do, what you shouldn't be doing. Who told you could do that? How did you do that? Who you think you are? Let me stop you. Get ready for it, because it's coming. So, that's all facets of life right here. This coming from me coaching my son T-ball game. We winning too much. I'm too much of I'm a great coach out there, and hey, artist, you can't be doing all that. You can't be out there with those kids like that. You can't be doing that. We need you to just sit on the sideline and just be stationary. Success attracts opposition.
It definitely attracts opposition, man. What Rose say right there? More money, more problems. Definitely.
Yeah.
Even if it ain't the actual bread, it's the gesture of you doing something, you winning, you achieving something. You get what I mean? And that's usually an indicator that I'm doing something right. You get what I'm saying? Because when I'm doing something wrong, or I'm doing something that everybody else is doing, ain't nobody trying to stop that, because everybody comfortable with me. Everybody comfortable with me
you
because
in your place.
I'm in my place. I'm doing what you want me to do, what everybody else is doing, talking the way everybody else talking, everything goes. So, you know what I mean? Success definitely attracts opposition. People start making up stuff on you. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? Whatever it is to stop you or to try to put mud on your name or you as a person or to try to derail you. You get what I mean? Or to get a reaction out of you. So, keep going with it. What else say? He say money as in success. Absolutely, money as in success. Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
The more success you got, the more problems. Exactly. We speaking the same language. We ain't talking about the bank account. We talking about actually the success of it. Nobody got a problem with people that's doing bad. Nobody got a problem with people that are accepting the status quo. People only got a problem with people that are disruptors, people that are doing things differently, people that have high energy, people that are going after stuff, obtaining stuff. That's where it get issues because you're making people uncomfortable. People starting to see you do stuff that they wouldn't do, or they ain't got the courage to do, or you get what I'm saying? Like they too cowardly to do, or something like that. So, hey, I told you about that, but I told you about the T-ball stuff. You broke it down to me, and I'll tell you if you was doing too much.
That's
I'm
still
like,
going on right now. The parents, they upset. They not coming back to the league. It's all type of stuff going on right now. But I told them, I had to tell them, because I heard them say, kind of like try to allude to saying that I was unsportsmanlike for stopping. You keep talking, then it's gonna turn into something more legal. So we can get to that level, and all of a sudden they backtracked on it. So that's what I want to tell people is that, when you're in the right, when you've done everything right, don't back down.
right, stand
And then
alone.
yeah, and then like a lot of times when people who the ops, when they find themselves where they know you right and they don't really have nothing else to go against you, like with, they try to attack your character. That's okay, because there's a little law that says that's about defamation of character.
Boy,
And if it
boy,
ever
that
gets to
goes,
that point, you
boy,
can take it there. So
boy. I was talking about that the last episode we was talking. And we was talking about how people be social media. A lot of people get on social media, want to be bullies, want to talk crazy,
yeah.
want to go live talking about people and maybe saying some stuff that's not true on their character. You're a dummy. That is incriminating yourself. And especially if you can't support what you're saying about that person, that's defamation of character. And you done recorded it for the world. That's how I know you ain't bright. You get what I'm saying? Like you literally done recorded it, done did all the easy work. So the lawyer really just like
The
it's
lawyers
easy.
lawyers jobs nowadays are real easy
It's easy
because
because
you record yourself.
you gonna
You
record yourself going
type
talking
and
crazy.
record everything. We just got to
Yes.
go get the footage in the
Yep.
archives.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know.
So I mean, that's that, man. That was just the IOU moments. That's crazy. That's the warm up. So we about to really get into this Dream Chasers. Like I said, man, we dropped the full episode on Monday. We finna dissect it for y'all. So without further ado, let's get into the Dream Chasers, bro. Yo.
Dream Chasers. Meek
Hey,
Mill.
Meek Millie from Philly. Hey, like we said, Meek Mill really coined that phrase. Like once Meek Mill dropped that label Dream Chasers, it took off.
Yeah.
And that really was one of the things I really started liking about him because I can relate to that. His story, like it just seemed like somebody raw coming from the trenches, trying to better themselves, telling their story. Not even, and if you really listen to Meek Mill early on too, like he wasn't like he went through what he went through, but he wasn't like making everything like as glamorous that he went through. It just he had to go through it because of the environment he was in. You get what I'm saying?
Hey, you
Like,
bring up something. Let me let
yeah,
me let me bring this
yeah.
up because
What's up?
this is really irritating me.
Go
I
ahead.
I seen something today because you said he's not making something that he went through. He's not like shining a light on it, like making it a glamorous thing.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I'm seeing nowadays that's heavy in our culture and heavy, it's like it's okay now. People, I seen Mike Tyson today because he about to fight Jake Paul July 20th
Yeah. That's
in
crazy too. But
Arlington.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on there talking about how he said jail changed my life. What the hell is jail supposed to do? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sick. I'm so sick of that. Like, people be going to jail talking about my life has changed. Like, yes, that's the concept of it. But be careful because you kind of like low key, like making it like it's cool to go to jail. Like, had people talk about comparing jail, going to jail and going to college, like the education you getting in jail and this and that. We already talked about how you getting more play when you come out the feds than when you graduate college, right? We already talked about that.
We did.
Now
We
you got
did.
more and more of these people, these celebrities who done went to jail talking about, yeah, it was a life-changing moment. It helped me do this, it helped me do that. Stop doing that. You ain't doing nothing but teaching the people what not to do. We know you ain't supposed to go to jail. You supposed to be praying that you don't go to jail because you ain't got no time, nothing to do in there but think. You can't make no money. You can't make no successes that you do out here in the society. Why do people keep doing that? Yes, it's changed your life. It's supposed to. It's like time out for an adult. You understand? Why
Yeah.
is it so glamorous? It ain't nothing
Yes.
like, what are we talking about here? That's the world is like, but see, you got all these people on celebrities and stuff who, you know, they have this money and this platform, these big accomplishments at that level, and they can talk about anything they want to talk about. And one of the things that a lot of us can touch on is jail. And it's just like we gotta use our poorest stories to show how we achieved the dream. 50 Cent shot 9 times.
Hey,
You
I
understand?
was
You
a,
notice that?
hey, look, hey, I was at a conference and this guy was talking, right? He got up and he was talking about his childhood and how rough it was coming up and everything. And looking around the room, 99% of them can't relate. But he was like, he just switched it. He was like, but we're not going to get into who was the poorest competition. Then everybody
Yeah,
started cracking up.
yeah,
He was like,
yeah,
you ever had that competition? Like everybody be like, man, but like, I remember when I was in college, dog, it was this guy from Detroit. He told me, like, and mind you, I done been to Detroit and all that a lot. He was like, man, people was telling this story, like sitting around the campfire. He like, hey, I seen a dead body every day going to school.
yeah. That's
Hey,
crazy.
I
You know what
said,
I'm
I
saying?
said, I say every day. He say every day I seen a dead body going to school. I said, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Like,
Like, it's just like
bro, that's not
out.
true though. That's not. I don't listen. That's not true. That's cap. That's cap. Stop telling these crazy stories and making it seem cool. It's not. So that's definitely it. And we talked
Talking
about
about real dream chasing.
real dream chasing. Let's take off with the top. The first thing we talked about was childhood
Childhood
dreams.
dreams.
Childhood dreams.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer from having kids to being a kid that was happy being a kid, who wasn't in a rush to be a grown up. A child's mind is very powerful and pure. I'm gonna say powerful. I say the powerful because if you ever heard a kid dream, like ask them what they want to be, they don't say, I want to be like, they
Yeah.
don't say these low like income jobs or something. They say like they talk about the 1%. Kids really be want to be astronauts. They really feel like they can be like astronauts or a brain surgeon and stuff like, and people be like, oh my God, look at him, look at her. They really believe that.
Yeah.
Kids really believe that their mind is that powerful. That's why kids can learn 2, 3, 4 different languages when they really little. You get what I'm saying? Uh,
Yeah.
that's why kids can do some of the things they could do, and their minds is pure. Like they're not polluted with all this hate and doubt and all
But
this other
who gives
stuff.
it to them? Who gives them all that hate and doubt? Because like the
It's
personalities grow, right?
it just
And
yeah.
they think that they see what they want to be. They say what they want to be. It's got to be some outside person that comes in and say, you can't do that. You know what
It's
you got to do for
outside.
that?
It's outside and inside. Sometimes the kids don't have that support at home. Sometimes you get what I mean. They may hear it at home after you know what I mean. Like so, if a kid's saying, "Hey man, I want to go do this. Hey, I want to grow up and do that," and like okay, for instance, like if your kid real short and he talking about, man, I want to play in the NBA. I want to play in the NBA. I want to play in the NBA. And you be like, you not gonna play no NBA. You too little. You too little. You too little. So that
Boom.
starts at boom. There go the first person. He really believe he can do it. He dribbling that ball every day. He putting up shots every day. You understand what I'm saying? It started at home first. That whoever is in that house, that's the start of the kids' pollution to their minds or empowering them, right? Then everybody else, bro. Then as soon as they leave the house, you got school, you got life, and the older you get, the world, that's when their minds become a little cluttered and crowded and gray. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I look at like childhood dreams as not just fantasies. You know what I mean? Like they really can help shape your career.
Yeah.
So if you got that support system, you got people in place, so you locked into it as that child. You watching the, you know, the people that's, you know, that you listening to, and the people that you're surrounding yourself with. It really can shape your career. I know people.
Yeah.
I know a few people who literally said what they was going to do as a kid, and they're doing it as an adult. You know what I mean? And they're very happy doing it. You get what I mean? Like, because this is something they always talked about doing. Like, and they're able to do it. So they stayed locked in. You know what I mean? They was able to push it. I know people that's been making music since we was little kids, rapping and doing different stuff like that. Mama and daddy bought beat machines. They rapping in their basement. They got all type of stuff. So this is what they still currently do. You get what I'm saying? They're happy doing it. So that's what I think about childhood dreams. We talk about dream chasers. It starts when you're a kid, and people have no idea how that propels you or can derail you depending on what you're surrounded by as a child.
They become talking about the parents. One of the things nowadays is that parents in this day and age, they really don't understand the necessity of teaching kids things at home. So it's like there's two things here. Like Elon Musk said, he doesn't like his kids going to like any type of school outside. He likes homeschool because the school teaches the children how, like they'll teach them like what a wrench is or a hammer or a screwdriver. They'll teach them like what it is, right? His philosophy is that that's kind of like wasted time. You don't need to know what that is. Only time you need to know what that is when you building an engine and it comes to a point where you need a Phillips screwdriver to take apart the chassis, and now you need that screwdriver. Oh, okay. That's what I use that tool for in the grand scheme of things. You see what I'm saying? And so what I'm saying here is that a lot of parents, like now, we rely heavily on what the school teaches us and don't do anything at home with the kids. So basically, when the kid is at home dreaming of something big, a lot of parents just disregard it. So let's say, for example, like when I liked computers and I never had a computer at home, and I said, Ma, I want a computer. I need a laptop. I need something, right? I want to do something with it. And what if she was like, you ain't getting no laptop, you ain't getting no computer, you don't know how to use that. I'll probably never be like doing anything technology. So my point here is that little that parents know, you kill your children's childhood dreams before they start, because when they ask you for a particular item, if they say they want to do design work, you kill their dreams because you won't go buy them a $300 creek cut machine or something. You won't go buy them if they want to do if they want to build stuff, you won't go pay $200 to go buy a Lego set because you say it's Legos, it's too much money. But you don't understand the concepts that they're learning with the Lego building. See, you put off all these things, but you'll go buy this other stuff, this and that, but you ain't investing in the future of your kids. And that's how you killing dreams. That's where it starts, I think, too.
Yeah. It's like, and I look at like propelling your kid, right? Rosie, one of them kids, and Rosie's my oldest, my 11-year-old. Rosie, one of them kids, yes, she's gifted at softball, but Rosie does a lot of other things that I'm like, where you get that from? You get what I'm saying? Like, she want to sing at school, so she'll get up there and sing in front of the whole school. Alicia Keys, this girl's on fire. That
Yeah,
take
and
a
you
lot of
can't
courage,
sing, so you can't tell
right?
her she can't
Right?
sing.
No, hey, dude, chill.
So
I know I
you
can't
can't
sing.
sing, so you can't tell her because you can't kill her dream because you can't sing.
No,
That's
but
one
look, but what I'm
thing.
saying is this. No, but look, we practice it though. I'm one of them parents that if that's what you want to do, I'm
Yeah,
not. I don't know nothing about no notes or nothing, but I'm gonna ear for you, and we can, okay, we doing it. She wanted to run cross country this year. You get what I'm saying? We
yeah,
doing it. I'm the embarrassing dad. Like I got the megaphone. I'm running on the fence with you. Like, come on, Rose. Ain't nobody better than you, baby.
yeah,
Come on, ain't nobody better than you. Ain't nobody better than you. Come on, white. Come on, white. Like, hey,
yeah,
so
yeah,
what? So what? We the real team. I got your
yeah,
back. You get what I'm saying? I'm like that at the games. I don't talk at her softball games. I don't interact with other parents or nothing because I sit back and I would know it's a cold part to sports, right? Like you love my kid when she doing good. But if she
yeah.
strike out one time, now y'all sitting over there like,
On the
eh,
head, on the
she-
head.
right. But I'm thinking your kid done struck out all summer. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But that's why I don't do it. I'm her biggest fan, but I speak life into her. She had a softball game last week. Then she had an orchestra concert where she doing the violin, and I'm sitting right there. You get what I'm saying? I
but
was sitting.
look,
Go ahead.
have you ever done it? You saying like where you get this talent from? Here's a key concept here. A lot of parents they okay more than willing to help a child do an activity that they have former knowledge with or former experience with, right? But anything foreign, anything outside of those boundaries, like you said, you want to play soccer. We play
Mm.
basketball. We ain't no soccer players in this family. No, we ain't on that, right?
Yeah.
We disregard that and we killing dreams all day long. I want to go do gymnastics. Oh, dudes don't do gymnastics. You ain't doing that. Like you like, yeah, we might look at it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like AJ, like want to do gymnastics. I'm like, all right, son, but what you want to do, like the ninja part or something? Like I don't it's just how
Right.
we grew up, right?
Right. Right. Let's
But
talk about it. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's talk about it. But you can't just be killing dreams. You just like because you don't know what you know.
Nah.
Each child has a different path.
Listen, my goal is for my kids is for them to just be successful and productive members of society. You get what I'm saying? I want like I love softball, baseball, but you know, it's a lot of other things that I love, but I just want to support them. But I know work ethic though. Whatever we doing, I tell Rosie that.
Yeah, it's work
Right?
ethic.
Whatever we doing, we gonna give 100%. Even if I don't know nothing about that sport or I don't know nothing, I know about work ethic. I can tell when you're not trying. I can tell when you're not giving your best. So we're gonna take that to everything that we doing. So that goes into the second point that we kind of talked about in the dream chasers thing, turning dreams into realities. A lot of people miss that concept of turning that dream to that reality. How do you do that? Couple key things. Thing we talked about by gaining relevant education and trainings. That's how you turn. What's one way you could turn a dream to a reality, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to be something, right, and you're saying, "Hey, this is what I want to be when I grow up," or "This is what I want to do with my life at this point for the rest of my life," yes, you're gonna have to gain some trainings and some education,
Or if you
no
want to
matter what.
transition right now, you want to
You're in that
transition to something.
right. You're gonna have to if you trying to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna take the work that you're not always willing to do.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like the stuff you're not gonna want to feel like doing it, right? We're
Now
talking about.
let me tap on that. Let me tap on that.
Go
I'm
ahead.
jumping in, you come up with the points, but I gotta keep doing this. Listen, everybody think that the easy way is the best way. If it's easy, everybody gonna do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it's hard, you probably gonna have a lot of people doing it. That's why I cringe when I see people like, oh, who hiring, everybody going there and getting in because it's easy. That I cringe at it because like when you gonna be a trendsetter, when you gonna set yourself apart and go do something
Ooh,
different?
hey,
When you gonna stop following the line? You gotta step out the line. Sometimes I've been in the
oh,
line all my life. I'm trying to step out the line. I'm trying to see what y'all doing, and then I'm gonna be over here.
look, my cousin told me, and I'm gonna get into the comment section, but my cousin called me earlier. My cousin's an engineer, and he gained a bunch of training and stuff, and he doing really well for himself. He talked about the podcast and he said how it's been motivating for him, and he loved it. And he was like, I was like talking to him, and I asked him, like, well, what do you want to see? What do you want me to tell
Yeah,
people? He said he just what you were saying, he wants to see because he's in an Irish union
yeah,
and it's not a lot of black people. And he said he wants people to know, like he want our people to expand their knowledge, especially with the trades. Do you get what
Yes.
I'm saying? He work on all
Yes.
these boilers that for these different companies and everything like that. And he's traveled the world. He said for our people to open their mind up and know that you can get into different trades, not just the ones that they say is for us or what they expect you to go into. It's a whole
Man,
nother lane. You get what
trying
I'm
to tell
saying?
people, man. That's
And
why
he
we
do,
keep preaching this about
yeah.
skills.
Shout out to my cousin Cuba,
You can't
man.
keep putting car seats in cars. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep doing the
Look,
factory work, man. That they want us to do that. We've been historically trained to use our hands. That's the only way they look at us. We good with
yes,
our hands. Boy's good with his hands.
yes.
But there's so many other things we could touch. Like we start talking things like variable frequency drives, 10,000 horsepower motors, programmable logic controllers, DCS systems. Like this, that real cheese. This where the
I'm
real
telling you,
cheese at.
that's
Like
where it's
people,
at.
like get in tune or get
Look, look,
lost.
look, look. I texted you yesterday and told you what about the room I was in.
Yeah, you a dot in there. I remember
A
that.
dot. I'm a dot always.
We
I was
talk
a
about
dot
that all the
every
time.
day.
The only one.
Every day. You get what I'm saying?
Ain't no secrets out there what they've been doing. They just the only
no,
one in the room.
right? Because I chose a different path, and I'm doing this, and I'm embarking on this stuff, and I'm breaking these barriers still in 2024. You know what I mean? 99% of the time, it's just me. Like 99, bro. People don't
99.9%.
know, and a lot of people
Yeah.
don't know what that feel like. A lot of people don't know what that feel like. I'm talking black, brown, Mexican, everybody. A lot of them don't know that because most people will not be able to succeed in environments like that because of the pressure. Do you get what I'm saying? Like they won't. They're like, man, it's getting too weird for me, man. I can't relate, or they can't relate to me. Like they will freak out. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's my reality. But I'm saying my cousin was saying that's his reality too. So hold on real quick. I want to get into the comments. Adam said, just tell me what you want to do and we're gonna figure it out. He was saying that when we was talking about our kids.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Adam
Exactly.
he's a prime example with that. And you know what I mean? His sons are my godsons, knowledge and wisdom.
Yeah.
And Adam has always been very like on his own page and artistic and
Yeah.
one of them people that can just do stuff, right? And I remember
Yeah.
telling him, like, he always could draw, right? And he won all these competition
The
drawing
man
growing
can
up.
draw, make beats,
Bro,
everything.
beats, music,
Like,
everything. Look, peep game. And then look, when we got to Grambling, because me, him, and Corin went to Grambling our freshman year, he started cutting hair. So me and
yeah,
Corin was really like his test dummies. You get what I'm saying? And I told him he can do it. I'm like, bro, you could, because you drawing already. You get what I'm saying? And he became the best barber at Grambling. That's why he's still out
absolutely.
there with his own barbershop in Ruston and doing good. He never came back home. Do you get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And I think he can even do tattoos. I told him that too. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if he started doing tattoos.
But the
He's
man,
really,
listen, he expand. Like we not just gonna stay in the field of just music. You understand what I'm saying?
yes,
Okay, I got to find.
yes.
I used to tell EG this. Like EG, he know if he watches this, he'll laugh. Cause I used to say before he would start cutting hair, like I used to say like EG could draw. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know that, but like he can draw. And I'm like, if you can like draw, you basically could cut hair. Like you know what I'm saying? Because you good with your hands. And I think it might not translate all the way, but I think that you have the foundational skill set where you can at least try it. And that's what Adam doing. I believe that he has that artistic ability that doing one thing allows
That
him to
dude,
do other things. So
that
other
dude can
people
do
should do the
whatever.
same thing. If
He
you think
paint
you're in the
everything.
factory right now and you getting these parts and you quality control or you assembling things together, guess what? You can take that same skill set and build upon it with
Yeah.
something else. But if you never look to step outside the box and do something else instead of looking at it as another thing you got to learn, you ain't gonna get nowhere. But you failing yourself because you already got it what you need. You just got to apply to something else.
Yeah. What Auntie Georgia say? Say I'm building a network consists of professionals who are already where I'm going. I've LinkedIn them already, so suggestions as personal introduction. I can walk them down from the info coming off
Let
as
me
being
let me
intrusive. Go ahead.
Let me read that again for the audio for the podcast people who not watching, who they may not watch this live. So
I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
this question says, I'm building a network consisting of professionals who already are where I am going. I have a LinkedIn with them already. So what would you suggest as a personal introduction? I can walk them down from the info on LinkedIn, but what else without coming off as being intrusive?
Well, the thing is, and I'll just say this first. When I'm trying to establish a new relationship with somebody, whether it's networking, whether it's mentorship or whatever, one has got to happen naturally. So I may not even start off by talking about work, right? Um, I might just start off just high level introduction, and then you know, then I mean, depending on the person or who they are, depending on who they are, like if it's my elevator pitch, right? Depending on who that person is, so there's two sides to that. If we're just talking about just meeting people in my field, okay, all right. But if somebody I feel like can propel me or help get me to the next level, or maybe they have something that a skill that I want to obtain or something like that, and I got that 1 minute window with them, that one sentence with them, that elevator pitch with them, I gotta go for the gusto. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being sorry. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I really feel like that, I know you don't got a lot of time, so you don't want all this fluff. You get what I mean? So put it to you this way. Like, I mean, you can be as direct as you want to. I respect people for being straight up. You get what I mean? Like, I don't, because I'm like that. I'll tell somebody like, hey man, you're really smart in this. I want to get like that, or I want to do this, or I want to be like you in this way, or I want to, you know what I mean? Get that under my belt. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to waste no time depending on who the person is. Cause I got plenty of people that I could just add to my network to kind of see some of their practices and some stuff. But if it's somebody I want to take me to the next level, I'm gonna be straight up and straightforward with them.
Here's my strategy. And again, I'm kind of like, there's two ways I do this. One way is, and this is a perfect example, just like everyday things in life. So I think kindness always works. So like, let's give an example of when, let's say you go out to a restaurant to eat, and you're you at, let's say you stopped at Chick-fil-A. And Chick-fil-A, you get order your food, and then you get your food, and Chick-fil-A didn't give you no Chick-fil-A sauce. All right. There's two things you could do here. You can go up to back to the counter, like mad, belligerent, and like, talking like that. You didn't give me this. Why didn't you give me this? Or you can go back and say, hey, how's your day going? You guys busy in here today? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I just ordered something. I don't think I got any Chick-fil-A sauce. I don't know if, you like, what I'm saying is that you get a lot more of what you want by not being direct on what you want. You get a lot more of what you want by not being directly on what you want. So that's one example where you be kind. But another example is like this, Greg. Great. If I came to you and I knew that you had your own lawn business, right? And I'm starting my own lawn business, but I need to come talk to you about what you did to get certain contracts, right? In my back of my mind, I know I want to talk to you about those contracts, but I can't come to you and just say, hey, how'd you get those contracts? The introduction for me to you is exactly like you said. Hey, I see what you're doing, love what you're doing. How can I come help you? Okay.
Yes.
If you can physically get to that person and help him, that's your way in, because when you help him, he's gonna, like Gregor, he'll get respect for me because I'm helping him without being paid, unpaid. We talked about that, unpaid. Do it for free, right? And then eventually he's gonna get to a point where you and him got a great relationship, and you can ask that question and a million other questions freely. Now it doesn't happen all that time where you got that direct access to somebody. So this is another thing that I've done. If I got this one guy who owned like some company that does something, and he has a website presence, I go on his website and he might have some things that are wrong. He might have some misspelled words. He might have some incorrect placed items. My introduction is what you did wrong. Hey,
Yeah.
I noticed you had this, and I know what you're trying to do here, but I noticed this was like this. We get it all the time with the podcast. People try to do the introduction for us and tell us how we could make our views and clicks higher. And they give us information on statistics on our videos. What could be better?
Mm-hmm.
That's the same thing. So you don't want to read the LinkedIn verbatim, right? But you can go through there and say, you can make those talking points to what you've done and how you can make things better, and possibly pair up with them on their current projects to make it better for them as well. So it's just a matter if you know the person, if you can get to them, or if you find some things that is different.
So before we go to the next point, I do want to kind of piggy off this too, because she said something in there that got me and said, how do I do that without becoming as being intrusive? A lot of people don't understand the concept of being intrusive. You know, there's etiquette. And it's, but I'm saying in life, there's etiquette, right? So especially when you're trying to meet people, whether it's corporate, whether it's anybody, to be honest with you, new friendships, whatever. Like etiquette, like I mean, it could be from anything. Intrusive, because intrusive is like you come in there like, dang, you the big boss, so I know you probably make about 400,000 bands. Like, you don't say that. You don't say that. You don't just come across talking about people's finances, or you see them roll up in a new Benz and you like, wow, man, that's probably about $120,000, right? Like that's come on now. Because look, those people will tell you all of that in their own way at their own time if they feel comfortable with you.
Yeah.
But they don't want you coming in their house like, wow, look at this chandelier. Man, I know that's about $75,000. And they don't want you to start doing that, like coming in there pricing up couches and all this stuff. I'm telling you, what I'm saying is you're going to get whatever answer you got in your head. People are going to tell you what they want. They're going to tell you everything about them, because we said that before. People love talking about themselves. Yeah. People are going to answer your questions one way or another, even if it's not exactly the way that you would expect them to answer it. Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
And they'll tell you plays. We talk about power people or people that really handle business. They'll tell you the plays. I'm rarely around anybody that's really obtained some real things in their lives and they don't mind talking to people about it. Do you get what I mean? Like, they'll tell you like, yeah, I got that because I did this, or that was my first big investment, or, you know, I know people may look at this like this is a waste of money, but that people love talking about the stuff that they have accomplished. But if you just jump in and you don't have that etiquette and say what you want, you get what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm trying to get rich just like you. All right, so what do you want to do to get rich? How do you like
get them talking about themselves?
Yes, that's why I said be interested more in the journey than the finished product, because that's where you're gonna get the game in the journey. Yeah. That's where they're gonna teach you how to fish, so you can go get your own fish and feed your family with that fish, and y'all gonna eat forever. Versus he just tell you like something, and then he ain't told you the journey. He ain't break it down to you. So
it's like my father-in-law said. He said somebody cooked some food, and nowadays people go up to the person and be like, man, could I give you the money so you can make me a batch? Instead of being like, man, could I get that recipe?
Come on now.
You understand that?
Look. That's funny you said
about
that.
The journey, not like you can't.
Look. My mother-in-law over this past weekend, she made some jerk chicken, and it was fire. Like fire. And you know I love to cook. So I definitely, versus just being like, make me some next time I come in town. I go in the kitchen. I'm like, how you do this? What you do that? Oh, I let that marinate. I smoked it this long. I did that. I'm sitting there like, okay. Like you said, what's the recipe? I'm interested in the recipe.
That's the IOU moment for everybody. Yeah. That's another one.
I'm interested in the recipe.
I don't want you to make me the dish. What's the recipe?
So yes. So y'all, we still talking about dream chasers. We done talked about childhood dreams. We done talked about turning dreams into realities and the fulfillment just within that and some of the practices from that. But let's switch it a little bit when we're talking about dream chasers. Let's talk about dream killers. Let's talk about dream killers. You know what I'm saying? The people who introduce doubt. You get what I'm saying? The negativity. You get what I mean? And how it can really come from family. It could come from friends. You get what I'm saying? Who may not support your vision. All of that is what I would consider, you know what I'm saying? Recipes for dream killers. You get what I mean? They're not supporting it. Maybe they telling you that nobody in our family's done that, or maybe they don't see that in you. All that stuff we kind of talked about, what people put in kids' mind and start polluting. That's all dream killers. Your past failures can be dream killers. You haven't forgiven yourself for making a few mistakes. Do you understand that? That's why you can't get to where you're going, because you still like, man, but okay, you did it, right? So you telling me something that happened some days you will never see again. You will never see last week again, tomorrow, yesterday again. You will never see that. So, you know, your past failures, people will be sitting there and that'll stop them from going after and attaining some of these dreams later on in their life because they a past failure and you're making it. I don't look at it like that. Okay. I don't look at it like a failure. And that's another part with that. And I keep telling people, even if it was something that didn't work out, or maybe I shouldn't have been doing it, or it was not good, right? If I learned a lesson from it, that's experience right there. That's my past experience. You get what I'm saying? Because I learned something for it. Now I'm a fool if I do the same thing again and again and again, then I'm failing. You get what I'm saying? But if I did something that wasn't right on my journey, or I made a mistake on my journey, or didn't go about something the right way, that's okay as long as I learn from it. And it's not going to stop me from whatever. But I'm telling everybody, stay away from the dream killers. Don't matter. You got to lock in because they're out there. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, don't let them get in your head. People going to introduce the same doubt in your mind that they have in theirs. I tune people out. I don't care who you are. If you come around me with this woe is me attitude, if you got this negativity about yourself, it's always this sad, sobby story. You know what I mean? Like, it's always this side eye when I'm telling you about what I'm doing, or I see you putting down somebody else because they dreaming big for themselves. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna lose me real quick. How dare you? How dare you try to man, boy, I almost cussed. Listen, how dare you try to poop on somebody while they dreaming? You don't do that. I think me and you said something one day, and I think I was like, my bad, dog. Let me let you finish your thought because I don't appreciate when people try to stop me while I'm dreaming. You get what I'm saying? We was talking about something. I had inserted my opinion on it, and you was in the middle of manifesting a thought. And I was like, I checked myself on that because I don't like when people do that. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, man, go ahead, finish your thought. Because I can't stand when somebody do that. Let me dream. I don't care how big it is. I don't care how crazy you think I am. Let me dream. You get what I'm saying? So I don't got no respect for no dream killers. I don't care what how long we've been around each other. If it's just been 2 days, 2 years, 20 years, I don't care.
They indirectly, some people indirectly, unknowingly know they kill a dream. You be like, yeah, I'm about to start this barbershop. And then immediately somebody's response is, well, who you gonna get in there? How you gonna, it's always like an obstacle they put in front of you first. No, after you say something, nobody ever is like, rarely is somebody like, great. When are you gonna open? You know, like,
dude, look,
it's always the obstacles in front. That's why I tell like people, why do we always think of the negative situation in any opportunity? Dream killer. Yes. Right there. You kill your dreams first.
Bruh, look, I remember. So when I was really started running a lot, that probably was, I mean, from 2017 to 2000, right before my accident. So I say from there to 2021, I was running a lot, trying to get back there. But I was running marathons and everything, right? And like you said, a dream killer. I didn't grow up no runner. You get what I mean? But I told myself I wanted to get good at something I absolutely hate doing. Right. Yeah. So as I'm running, I'm posting these miles, getting up, running 10 miles, 12 miles, all this, man. I just ran a full marathon, 26.2 miles or something like that. You wouldn't imagine how many inboxes I got of people like, well, what was your times? Like silly questions. Like,
yeah,
it wasn't like, bro, what you talking about? I'm talking about people that
What
ain't
was your
even done.
pace? But what was your
What's,
pace?
what was my pay? Look, you see at the beginning of this, you said you did 5 miles, right? And I say,
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't ask you what's your pace. I
What's
didn't
your
ask you what's
pace
that
so I
your
could
personal
check
best.
you?
I didn't
Yeah.
ask you did you walk. I didn't ask you did you run. I didn't ask you did you ride a bike or some skates.
Yeah.
You said you did 5 miles today, and I know there's people out here that didn't do 1 mile, half a mile, quarter of a mile. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it be them type of dream killers and them type of weird questions where it be like kind of like you trying to give me self-doubt. So because maybe I didn't do a 7-minute mile, so you saying that I should just stop doing it? Like, you'll
Yeah.
freak yourself out. Like, I'm not pushing myself. I'm not doing good enough.
Yeah.
Like, man,
Yeah.
here, you crazy? Like,
Yeah.
I stopped. I don't even. I never responded to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's with anything. How dare I let you comment and get in my head doing some stuff that you don't even on what I'm doing, and you don't even have the heart to do what I do day in and day out. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna listen to you.
Facts.
I get a chip on my shoulder with that. You better not speak on something that I'm doing that I know for a fact
You ain't
you ain't gonna do it at all. You're not gonna try it at all. So I'm not gonna listen to you at all.
and that's what people need to hear right now. Quit listening to people who you know ain't doing what you doing. Have you ever went to nursing school? Have you ever signed a college application? Have you ever done any of this before? You understand what I'm saying? Who you getting advice from? What are they telling you? Only thing they can do is tell you what you can't do and tell me what I can't do, and I'm gonna show you what I can do.
Boy, I'm telling you, that's facts. What did George you say? She say typically I remain silent on whatever goal I'm pursuing until I have achieved it, so I don't even give room to doubt. For sure. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Um, some people like to move in silence. Ain't nothing wrong with moving in silence, and I feel like there's a lot of things in life you do have to move in silence with. Um,
That's only
but
our culture, man.
what I was
That's
gonna say,
trash there.
what I was gonna say is this.
That's trash.
I understand that, but
I do.
personally, I'm not like that. Like, I tell people because, to be honest with you,
You
like,
want me to hold you accountable?
yeah, hold me accountable, and I feed off of that doubt. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I do better, bro. Like, the less resources I have, the more stuff I have stacked against me. Every time I've always come out seeing the best version of myself. Like, where it be like where people like it brings the best out of me.
Yeah.
Like, if I got too many resources, if I got too many people helping me and believing in me and all that, like, I don't do really well. Like,
That's
but
just
when
us, man.
yeah, like
That's just that.
I like that energy. Like, you get what I'm saying? And maybe it's just because of how I've come up in my career. You get what I mean? Where people doing stuff or not doing stuff or make you learn stuff, or even just our lives in general, how we had to get up and get it. You get what I'm saying? So I'll tell you what I'm doing, whether you believe it or not. You get what I'm saying? Whether you be like, man, that's gonna work, man, that's gonna do this, man. I spoke it because I believe in the power of the tongue. Like, I knew I was gonna buy a house when I bought my first house. You get what I'm saying? I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I was gonna do that. I'm mental. I tell anybody all the time. Most of the stuff that I've
Listen.
accomplished in my life is because of I believe it up here, and I talk out loud and I tell myself that. I say it out loud. You get what I'm saying? Like, you a beast. You a
Yeah.
dog. Do they know what you've been through? Man, I remember
Yeah.
when I literally say it out loud. I remember when I was at Grambling, my freshman year in college, away from home, and my room was right there by a track. And I would go down there and run at night because in the daytime, it was my first time in the South. So in the day when we was working out and stuff, bro, it was brutal, hot. You get what I'm saying? So at night, it was still hot, but you get what I'm saying? You live in Texas, so you know it's still hot at night, but it's different when that sun go down. It's a little bearable. But what I'm saying is, it really helped me strengthen my mind. I remember running out there plenty of nights, bro, and just screaming. Like, 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 I'll be out there running, doing push-ups or something like that. And like, I come across, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in my head talking. I know people that was sitting there watching, like, this dude crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'll be like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, I know they think this dude crazy. But I don't care what you think of me. You get what I'm saying? I got to be my own champion, y'all. So that's what we were talking about when we talk about these dream killers. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is funny, but we got a couple more minutes. This is funny to me too. And this is kind of off the page, but it's not. It's like when I see people post like they significant other, right? Me and Alex were talking about this the other day. I've seen it several times. So they'll post the person they with, but then they'll put like some type of weird emoji over the person's face. Like that's going like you like, all right, I don't want people to know my business, right? That's like, you get what I'm saying? You want to be happy and peace, right? You want to keep your love life separate and private or whatever. You know you didn't have to post nothing at all, right? You know you didn't have to. if you weren't gonna show all of me, I can't go for no sucker stuff like that. What I'm saying, like, if you're not gonna show all of me, you're not just gonna show my hand or my foot or my leg and be like, that's my man. Like, you don't have to post it at all if you really just want to keep it private. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what I'm saying is they do stuff like that because they really believe, like, because I may show my man on Facebook or my girl on Facebook, now somebody gonna take them from me. Oh, it's gonna take a lot more work than that. You get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't the reason why you gonna lose that person. You get what I'm saying? Be like, I knew I shouldn't have never posted them on my Instagram. Like, bruh, you was gonna lose her anyway because she was for the streets. You get you get what I'm saying? That ain't because you showed his face and not his arm. Like that. So yeah, that was one of the things I was thinking about. Huh?
This comment is wild.
Yes.
I'm just gonna tell you, this is why us as African Americans, minorities, we're all just messed up. This comment is wild because I do this sometimes too. I don't care if people doubt me. Now I guess I do this naturally now. I don't like purposely remain silent. I just do it without having to tell anybody because I'm so conditioned to people giving me the negative stuff or the negative obstacles that I might have to go through in the midst of pursuing this goal. So I just don't say anything anymore. So it's just automatic for me. I get a new goal I want. I just don't say anything because there's nobody for me to talk to who's going to uplift me. There's nobody who can run me through some things, some scenarios. They never even give like factual things like, okay, you might run into this. So this is what I think you can do if you encounter this. It's always dry. It's always, well, you know, that's going to happen. And you know, if you go that route, that's going to happen. But they never give a solution. That's in our community. I want to tell y'all, that's in our community. It doesn't happen like that on the other side. It's always uplifting things that give you knowledge, things that it's like a cheat code that's like, if you playing the video game and you just get a cheat code that says, hey, don't take that route. You might want to take this route because there's something up there, right? They got a GPS on that side. I don't have a GPS, so I'm just going until I get to this roadblock, and I'm just going to make my decision on my own. See, they know what's up there because of their GPS. And that's why this comment is wild, because this is what I'm trying to get everybody to stop doing. It's just the fact that the people you're around, your power circle is wrong. You ain't within the right power circle to talk to the people who can put the things you need to know in your thought pattern to change how you thinking. You should be able to get them goals off your head, talk to somebody else about it, and they should be able to sharpen it for you, and you put it back in your brain. Yes. This is why we fail so much, because we got to keep it in our brains, and we're going to try what we think works, and we're going to fail, and then we're going to try it again. This is what happens.
Yeah, and we dim our lights. You get what I'm saying? When we say, like, you're going to have to, like, separate yourself from, like, people that, and I mean, you can still love these people. You can still love them. I swear you can still love them. I love a lot of people that I can't be around for longer than I have to be. You get what I'm saying? Because if I gotta down what I got going on, if I can't build with you and it become negative and I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we should be in the same room and be able to say what we working on. What's our next goal? What we doing? Have you wrote your goals out for the year? What's your goals for the summer? What you got going on? Like, you get what I'm saying? We should be able to say that and not be like, let me not say that because he gonna say something negative, or now this gonna be like, if I gotta go into all them different weird spaces, then I'm talking to the wrong type of people. You get what I'm saying? Because the kind of people that I talk to like that, they coming right back at me with something that they got going on. And that's what we say. We got motion, boy. We got motion.
That's the real definition.
We got motion. Because if you working on something, I'm working on something. Even if it ain't the same thing, we
working too.
We working.
You're the only one working.
Right. Like, you feel me? Like, oh, I got this going on too. And I dare not, to be honest with you, it's the right kind of competition to have. It ain't the jealous hearted competitions. I dare not let you reach your goals and I don't reach mine. Or you get what I'm saying? You sitting there,
Hey,
keep on checking off boxes, and I'm sitting over here just,
one more
you know what I mean? Like, no, never.
one more thing I want to say is basically what you saying right now, the healthy competition. Me and Will Lamar graduated the same year, May 13th, 2013. Okay, 11 years ago. By January, Will had already had his full-time job in Houston set. He was signed. I said, ain't no way I'm finna not have a job before I cross this stage. He
Mm-hmm.
motivated me. He had his job in like January. I had to get mine. A couple months after that, I got mine. That's what we call healthy competition.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
find
Yes.
people like that. If he wasn't there, I could have been riding the waves like everybody else who think it's okay to wait till after you get your diploma to find a job. No, I need it before. I need to walk out the door, cross that stage. You know, I got this job. Stop waiting for stuff. Go get it right now. See, that's a
Mm-hmm.
little gem for everybody who thought we was in it and you ended it too soon. I just told you something right now. Stop waiting until you get whatever goal you're trying to receive to get what you need now. See what I'm saying?
Boy, I'm telling you, just like that. Just like that. I had to, and we can get into that, but I had to really get that same type of, same type of time. My senior year in college is when we got pregnant with Rosie. So I graduated that May. Rosie was born in August. I knew, okay, baseball. I couldn't go overseas because I got to stay here and with Rosie. You get what I'm saying? I had a contract. And I still got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had a contract to play in Sydney, Australia for 100,000. And like, dang,
Oh,
Greg,
you
you talking
talking
about Greg?
money now.
You say I said a
What you
number?
doing talking money? You said a
Listen,
number.
I know.
You
But
said
what
a
I'm saying is
number.
this: that's a number that I walked away from when I didn't
You'll
even
get a lot
have
of people at your baseball camp now.
when I walked away
More
from it,
more
when
more
I
people.
didn't even have $100 when I walked away from it. But I said I knew I was going to be a daddy. I knew I was being doing grown up things, so I had to man up and take care of my responsibilities. And I wasn't gonna put that on my mom and them. You get what I'm saying? I had to take care of my kids. So with that being said, I didn't take that. I was like, you know what? I'm about to graduate here in a few months. I'm gonna put my degree to work. So when Rosie was born in August, I made sure I had a nice job. I was under my career by the end. You get what I'm saying? I made sure that we had a house, you know what I mean, and everything. So it wasn't that time to play. Wasn't no 2-3 summers to get it right and to go crazy and act a fool and make a bunch of bad decisions. No, I went straight from crossing the stage to the family man, taking care of my responsibilities. That's what a man do. You understand what I'm
Hey.
saying? Like we go that's so, but I mean, like, yeah, so when I see people tell people, but look, that's why early episodes I talk about when people be telling people, oh, you got time to goof off, you got time to do this, you got time. I can't relate. And I don't regret none of it. Because now you see it's a marathon, not a sprint. Do you understand what I mean? So
Yeah,
it's a gap between a lot of people that's in my age bracket. That's
yeah,
why on the average, you don't see me hang around a lot of people that's my age. And that's not
yeah,
saying that, you know what I'm saying? No, that's a fact. I'm just saying I got to be able to build with you on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? But that's how I always have been. So,
yeah.
you know, this was Dream Chasers, man. And I hope y'all was listening because if you really want the formalized conversation, go check out the full version on YouTube. We got the full version on YouTube where the pre-recorded when we was talking about this is a lively, loose conversation. I appreciate everybody that was getting in there and we able to talk about it. But we talked about childhood dreams and what that looked like. We talked about turning dreams into realities. We talked about dream killers and what that looked like with the self-doubt and everything else and letting people get in your mind and people, telling you things because about your dreams and, just trying to derail you because maybe you're doing something that they couldn't even do for themselves or they gave up on. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is real things in our community, and I think we both can agree because we both just said it. You got to manifest these dreams. The power of the tongue. You got to be your own champion. You got to surround yourself around people who genuinely you can build with. Build that network of people you can be unapologetic around. That y'all pushing each other. That they working on something. Keep you working on something. Because yes, you can get complacent. You can have highs and lows. We ain't nobody short of that. You get what I'm saying? But if you know You talking to another hustler every day or whenever y'all around each other. Come on now. Unless you just a complete bum, that's gotta motivate you. That's gonna keep you motivated. That's gonna get you back on track. You get what I mean? Like, we talk about it all the time. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you just said you ran 5 miles. You just said you did 5 today. You got 5 miles today. You got 5 today.
You
got
probably
5
I
today.
did. I did.
I got 5 tomorrow for you.
I
got
know.
5
That's why I
tomorrow for you.
said you probably thinking about what you gonna do now.
I got 5 for you tomorrow. And you know I mean that. And you know I mean that. No matter what. And you know I mean that. Because I dare not. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So, man, hey y'all, we appreciate having these conversations. Every week we hit them with the lives, man. It just give us a chance to kind of loosen up a little bit and to have that conversation. Same kind of conversations we'll be having on the phone. And we appreciate y'all coming with the comments, coming, with the new ideas. I appreciate my cousin calling me earlier and just telling me some things like, hey man, tap into this, tell more people this. And I said, I'm gonna talk about it, because he's living it. You gotta be a credible source if you're gonna call somebody with something and tell them to say something. I told him say less, because I know for a fact this guy done it and he's doing it, literally doing it now. You get what I mean? And he wanted us to talk about the people in the trades and tell some of these black brothers and sisters to take your own path. Take the, get into the stuff that they're not expecting us to get into, because it really is a bag. It really is. He said out of a 10-hour shift, he may work maybe about an hour and a half, maybe.
I've been trying to tell people this. I don't understand why people keep working all this overtime. You're doing it backwards. You're not listening. You're not listening. The people who make the money, they don't work like that. They don't work that many hours. They're tricking y'all.
Yes. You just got to get in the right lane, and then you will see it. It took that transition for me. My transition was a little longer, and it's like, make no mistake about it, I still got some boxes to check. But I remember working all them very long hours. I've worked every shift. This is a person that's worked every shift you can work. I've worked all them shifts. I did the overtime and everything else. But to be able to do that, then you get it to, well, then let me just work Monday through Friday. Okay, then you get the Monday through Friday. Then it's like, okay, you can work me as many hours you want to, long as it's Monday through Friday. Okay, I did that. So you might work 60 hours. You get what I'm saying? I might work 70 hours Monday through Friday, but all I care about is Monday through Friday. Then you go from there where, man, I just, I want to work just, 40 hours, but still make the same money. Then you get to the 40 hours. Then you get to even less than 40 hours, but still making more. Do you get what I mean? So it's levels within it, man, but it's all for inspiration for the people, y'all. And this is for the dreamers out there, because I know it's people out there that chase their dreams. I know it's people that have done dealt with the dream killers and they don't understand. This is for the parents out there. I want y'all to understand that when we speak to our kids, it really means a lot. They really listen to us. It started at home first. Do you understand what I mean? Speak life to them kids. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care how big it is. It ain't up for you. It ain't for you to tell them that they can't do it. You understand what I'm saying? Because their mama and their daddy and their grandma, whoever raising them, that's where it starts. So, but I ain't gonna beat y'all over the head with it. But that was Dream Chasers, and that was the live session of Dream Chasers. We're gonna be right back here next Wednesday. Look out for the new episode we got coming that's dropping on Monday. Make sure you continue to like, share, subscribe, bring a friend with you next time. Hit the inboxes, hit the chats, hit the email address. Put the email down there real quick, bro. You got it?
The email up there?
Yeah. I'm going to put the email up there just so people, if you ever want to send some comments, send anything, business inquiries or anything, speaking engagements or something like that, shoot it to us, and then we'll see what we can do. Even if it's just a topic you want us to touch on, you know what I mean? Come on, let us know something, because we figuring this thing out together. You know what I mean? So, without further ado, you know what I mean? It's your boy G White.
Big speaker.
We out.